All right, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Locks and Loaded podcast. This is officially our second episode, so we stuck together long enough to at least make it to episode 2. Clearly, the first one wasn't an absolute dumpster fire. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't be doing a second one. But if you're joining in here live, you can see that we are down a man. Unfortunately, Pash is in Florida with family for Thanksgiving for the holiday. But don't worry, all of his picks will still be here in the pod and in the graphics and everything. We made sure to get all that from him. But he just won't be on the podcast this week. Just go around and introduce everybody again for any of our first-time listeners. We have Ryan, Matt, myself, Mike, and Pash not with us today. Where should we kick it off? I mean, a little bit last week was probably one of our better weeks betting as a group.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
It's crazy to say because, of course, the first one we put on camera looks pretty good, actually, which is kind of scary because we're setting ourselves up for a big letdown week here. But who knows? Might keep it rolling a little bit. I guess we'll just start off with PED of the night. Ryan, what's your performance-enhancing drug of choice for tonight's pod?
All right, I got 2. One is the Velo, 6 milligram wild berries, and then I am going with a Surfside iced tea and lemonade with a vodka.
Never had one. How is it?
They're gas. When me, Matt, and Pash went to the Brewer game, we had a few of these at Pash's apartment before we went.
Very good.
Is it like a Good Boy or is it like like an Arnold Palmer?
Yeah, it's pretty much the exact same as an Arnold Palmer.
Sweet. I'll have to get one of those. Matt, what are you cooking with?
If you know me, you know some things never change, and we're just old reliable. Citrus 6 in, nothing changes.
Pash is probably sipping on some fruity cocktail right now. He's probably well on his way.
Probably. Yeah.
Me,
Oh,
with the holidays coming up, figure there's going to be plenty of this drink this weekend, so might as well start it off on Tuesday. Why not, right?
Kessler.
If you're going to have 10 all weekend, you might as well have one to start the week off, get the body used to it. So I'll cook this one up on the pod here. A little
preparation for tomorrow night.
Typically, I mean, maybe just my family and I guess other families that I know just drink too much in Wisconsin, but there's hardly any gathering that I've ever been at where there isn't a bottle of Kessler around. So pretty much a staple in my family.
For Badger tailgates, if you're the last one at the tailgate, you have to do a shot of Kessler. So
yeah, see, it's a good drink. Typically, it's Kessler old fashions, but I didn't really feel like making an old fashioned, so Kessler sour and a little bit of bitters. Obviously, got to have some bitters. So
absolutely.
Classy.
That's what I'm cooking with tonight. Looks good.
Little preparation for tomorrow night, Blackout Wednesday.
Exactly. Got to get this engine all warmed up and ready to go. You know,
Oh, she's
takes
warm.
a little bit. Be 25 in a month here soon.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, old man. But all right, now that we got all that out of the way, we know what we're cooking with. Let's go over some of our wins from last week, gents. We picked out some good ones, actually. Matt, you want to start with yours? You want to start with your Bills money line, or you can go with the good ones to start?
Yeah, we'll start with the good ones. I mean, Chiefs money line was one I was big on, and that, dude, up until they pretty much took the lead, I thought it was over. I didn't think they were winning that game, just watching it live. The Chiefs did not look great. I don't know what it is. I mean, I like to think they figure it out because it's kind of do or die, like the rest of the season out from here. I mean, if they lose another game, like they have to just win out, basically. So that was kind of my mindset going into that last week. I was like, hey, it's in Kansas City. They need a win. They're going to show out. They did not show out, but they did win. So we'll take that. I think apart from that, the only other one I was kind of somewhat big on was Dallas plus 3.5. And that, I mean, same story there. I mean, they're down 21-0. No hope at all. I thought it was over. And then Dallas's offense put up some points, got some stops, and ended up hitting both of those. So that was a pretty good week there.
Yeah, something with Kansas City. Like, this year seems different. How, like, last year they had, I don't know how many wins it was, had all these wins within one possession or less or whatever it was. But this year it's like different. They have one win within one score. So as soon as like the Colts were up that much, I'm like, yeah, this is not the same Chiefs teams as last year. It was. Yeah. And then the Chiefs somehow do it.
I saw a tweet today that honestly I couldn't relate to more, and it was kind of just like, I forget the exact wording of it, but something along the lines of it might be time to kind of move on from some of the teams that we were used to being good. Like you have Kansas City, you have Baltimore. I mean, Lamar's been out, but even with him in, they have not looked great. You have the Bills, who have just been struggling too. Like they don't look the same. So it might be time to kind of move on to some of these up and coming teams, and I think they might be right.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
just touch on the Chiefs as well a little bit. Like Ryan was saying, last year they won how many of those one score games, and this year it seems like it's starting to sway the other way a little bit. But I don't know, if you ask me if there's one quarterback in the league that I want leading a game-winning drive, it's probably Patrick Mahomes. He just seems to find a way whenever he needs to. Um, yeah, that game was a sweat, that's for sure. It got a little scary there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, at the end of the day, the Chiefs' defense is good. I mean, they held Jonathan Taylor in check, which we'll get to later. But, I mean, I think what the Colts ended the game with 3 or 4 3-and-outs.
Yeah, 4 straight
It's like,
punts.
Yeah.
it's like when you have a defense like that and a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, you're going to win a lot of games. And, I mean, you could argue that's probably why they won a lot of those close games last year, too. I mean, they put themselves in the position to have a chance, and they tend to, more times than not, they tend to figure it out and find a win. So, Ryan, did you have any winners?
I forgot
Bears.
what my pick. Oh yeah, the
Your pick
Bears
was the
minus
Bears,
2.5.
yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really get to watch the game, but
It
yeah,
was a sweat too.
yeah, that
It
one
was
was.
sweaty.
They won
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
3, and it was minus 2.5. So
Yeah.
I don't
Good
know.
line.
Great
No,
line.
that worked out. I mean, I don't think Caleb Williams looked all that great. That sack that he took in the end zone.
Oh, that was
It was so
disgusting.
So
That
bad.
was so
But-
bad.
I mean,
If
I'm
Pash-
thrilled that Rodgers was not playing. That's all I
Yeah.
have to say. Like,
So
If
do you
Pash was
think?
here, I'm sure he'd have something to say about Caleb Williams and about the
Yeah.
Bears just barely squeaking by. He's been the biggest bet against the Bears guy all year, and they always seem to find a way to beat him. So
Do you think Rodgers, all the stuff like leading up to that game? Oh, he might play, he might not play. Do you think he was always not gonna play? He has a broken wrist. Like,
yeah, I think
how do you?
I think they kind of just played the game too to make it seem like the Bears should prepare to see Rodgers, but in
Right.
reality, but then like I look forward to this week too. It's like they're gonna come out and play the game like, oh, he might play, he'll practice in limited fashion or whatever. But I mean, if it's broken last week, it's still broken this week. I don't know how you come back and play all of a sudden. I mean, could he heal? Yeah, but he's 41 years old. I don't think he heals like he once did, and I don't know. I don't see him playing this week either.
He's got to go on one of those special retreats again.
Yeah. I'll just touch on. Let's see. What did Pash have? Pash had JSN anytime in
Yeah.
our parlay.
That was. I feel like
yeah.
JSN is gonna score every week.
Yeah. Pash also had the James Cook first touchdown on Thursday.
Yeah.
That hit nice. What else did he have?
San Fran.
Yeah, he had
San
San
Fran
Fran
last
minus
night.
6.5, which was also a little sweaty there. They were trying to not cover. And Carolina they threw a pick on the goal line.
yeah,
And I don't know how you don't give the ball to Rico Dowdle there. And if they do, our bet probably doesn't cash. But I'll take it. I'm not going to complain.
Yeah.
My picks Thursday night, I had Texans plus 7.5. Obviously, they won outright. That defense was just crazy. 8 sacks. Made Josh Allen's life very difficult. The early morning unders on Saturday hit. I think
That was
Ryan
sick.
had it placed. I don't know if the other guys tailed, but
I
I
did not.
tailed it. I tailed
I
it.
was in the deer stand, and all of a sudden Ryan texted me, and he said, "Dude, I think the early morning unders has life." And I was like, "Holy shit, I gotta look!" And sure enough, I watched the last 2 games on my phone in the deer stand. But no, that was good. That was good to see. This week's gonna be a little more difficult, obviously with the game spread out, but I still got some picks though. Trying to think early morning unders, and then I had initially in the pod I took Lions minus 9.5. And that was with Jackson Dart playing, but then he was ruled out, and it switched to 13.5, I think it was.
Yeah,
So I
the
think
line
the
jumped
pod,
big.
Yeah.
the pod saw my pick of the Lions minus 9.5, but then once it came out with the news, I switched it to Browns plus 4 for the parlay, and that cashed as well. So
I
we
also
cashed
for that Browns game, I
our-
bet the defensive touchdowns for both teams, and that didn't hit.
yeah.
No, it looked good.
Yeah, I mean,
If there was a game that was going to hit, I felt like it was going to be that one. But
I didn't watch a
So-
lick of that game either.
Overall, we had Thursday first touchdown, early morning unders, our Sunday locks, and then Matt hit a couple F1 race bets.
Dun, dun,
And then,
dun, Max Verstappen.
but yeah, that's pretty much just some of our winnings from this last week. I guess we can touch on some of our losses now. We can get into the really good stuff. I'll start with mine. I think I had Jonathan. Oh, I had Travion anytime touchdown in the parlay, and that failed to hit, which was really surprising. I don't know. Their goal line and their red zone offense was just miserable. I don't know how they didn't find a way to score a touchdown down there, but that was my miss. What do you guys have for misses?
JT anytime touchdown. I mean that
Also a
Chiefs
shocker.
that Chiefs defense was pretty good. I had 4 college football bets. Every single one of them lost. So I might just retire from college football betting.
I'll pick up some of that this week.
It was bad. It was not good. And then
Did you have another loss?
no, I didn't. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. The small loss I had, I'll start with that one. I don't believe Saquon found the end zone against Dallas, which I was surprised. Of course, Jalen Hurts had, I think, 2 rushing touchdowns on the day. What's new? So no Saquon there. And then my bad bet, I had Bills money line, and I went heavy on it. And obviously that did not happen. I don't know. The Texans, I think I'm finally maybe sold on the Texans. I saw like some stat after that game of, I guess what smart people like to do is take point differential and match that up with like strength of schedule. And I think in the AFC, the Texans rank like 2 in that. So the Texans might just be legit.
Yeah, I think that defense is definitely legit. I mean,
No.
Will Anderson's a beast.
Yeah.
Daniil Hunter also came out of nowhere. He's back.
Stingley is very good.
Yeah, their secondary Bullock back there. They got some dogs back there for sure. If they just figure out Stroud, I think they can be a really good team. They got some nice rookie wide receivers there. Woody Marks, good.
They have the 2 Iowa State guys, right?
They have Noel
Noah,
Noel.
yeah, and Higgins.
and
Higgins,
yeah. And Xavier Hutchinson's also pretty good too.
Yeah.
But
And plus they have Nico and Tank Dell's coming back off an injury someone soon, I think.
yeah, who knows if Tank Dell will be the same after that injury?
That one was
disgusting.
bad. That was bad. But I don't know. I think if they figure out their quarterback play, that's a legit team.
Yeah. All right. Well, should we just jump right into it? I think that was pretty much all from our losses. Let's start with Thursday. It's a Thanksgiving special. We got ourselves a turkey leg lay. What do we have? We have Packers, Lions, Chiefs, Cowboys, Ravens, Bengals, and then Black Friday, we have Bears and Eagles. Let's start with, out of those games, Matt, which one do you like and what are you taking for the parlay?
I'm doubling down off of last week's. I'm riding with the Chiefs again. I just think it's another do or die spot. Like, they have to win. They cannot afford to just lose many more games. Ellis obviously had the comeback, coming off a little bit of a high, but I still think at the end of the day, the Chiefs' defense is really good. Dallas's defense is obviously better since the trade deadline, but I don't know if they're still all that great. And I think I like Mahomes to have a little bit better of a showing even compared to last week. And I like the Chiefs minus 2.5. I think it's maybe minus 3 right now, but tease down 2.5. I like the Chiefs.
I think I saw that line, like, it was 3.5 last I looked at
Okay.
110, but teased down to 2.5 was like minus 150. But either way, I like it. All right, you just took the Chiefs. Ryan, you want to pick it up?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, action.
Okay, for Thursday, if Joe Burrow is playing, it sounds like he is. I like the Bengals plus 7.5. I feel like Joe is the it factor on that team, and with Jamar Chase coming back, I feel like that only makes that offense better. Their defense is a different story, but the Ravens don't look very good at the moment. So that's where my head went right away, was the Bengals plus the 7.5.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's tough to say. I was looking back at the Ravens games and whatnot, and their defense, they don't give up a lot of points. I mean, I was trying to look, and they didn't really give up more than 21 points that often. But I want to say with Burrow coming back that the Bengals are going to be able to score some points because they're going to have to. I think their defense is so bad that Derrick Henry and Lamar are going to have a pretty good game against them. And I think it's going to be one of those classic shootouts that they have. For me, I'm going to take Bengals Ravens over 50. I think the line was like 51.5. I teased it down to 50. If Burrow plays, I like the over. If Burrow doesn't play, I think if Burrow's out, I think the Ravens could cover 2 touchdowns. Obviously I wouldn't bet the over then, but if he's out, I would pivot to Lions minus 2.5 with the Packers coming to town. Pash also likes the Lions. Pash's pick for the parlay is going to be Lions minus 2.5. So if Burrow's out, I'll find a different pick to have for those games. But
yeah. That Lions-Packers game scares me because you could have the Packers who have that play offense super well, but you could also have the Packers that just can't score the ball.
Right. And I just worry that Jahmyr Gibbs rips off a couple big runs on us. I mean, I just look back to the Giants game when Singletary and Tyrone Tracy kind of had their way against us.
Right.
And Quay Walker, I think, is trending to not play. And I don't know. I just think that the Lions could get out ahead quite easily. And just based on our play calling as of late, I think Packers would have a tough time throwing the ball. I mean, Brian Branch back there. I think Kirby Joseph might come back this week. I don't know. I just think if the Packers find themselves in an early hole, it might be hard for them to get out of it. And the Lions are at home.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing to reference back to, kind of like the Week 1 matchup against Detroit, where we obviously spanked them, I think it's very evident to any football fan that these two teams are not the same as they were in Week 1.
Right. Exactly.
I think the Lions have only trended up. I mean, apart from that Eagles game, they did not look great. Even last week, I mean, they skated by a Giants team with Jameis.
Yeah, but so do we.
But yeah, I don't know. I do like the Lions a little bit, but obviously I'm going to root for the Packers. Just always am going to do that.
Right.
But the Lions, I'm scared. I'm a little worried.
Hate to bet against the Packers, obviously, as Packer fans, but in this case, I think that's the safest bet. I mean,
hey,
the Packers beat them. The Packers beat them. Who cares? But
that was.
I at least want to win money.
Was it Thanksgiving 2 years ago we beat them in Detroit?
Yeah, that helped us get to the playoffs, I think.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
I think so.
All right, I think that was pretty much it. We'll have the graphic up for that parlay. Let me look here. Next line of business is the Thursday night first touchdown race. We have 3 games to choose from. I don't think anyone picked from the Friday game, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we have 3 games to choose from: Packers, Lions, Chiefs, Cowboys, Ravens, Bengals. Thursday night first touchdown. Matt, who do you got?
Thursday night first touchdown. I am taking Rashee Rice, Kansas City Chiefs. I think the Chiefs will get out early, and I don't know. Rashee Rice, I mean, he's having a decent year, but he hasn't done anything like insane, I wouldn't say.
Yeah,
I think he's due for a
decent.
Yeah, I think he's due for a good game against that Dallas defense. So Rashee Rice, I don't know what the odds are on that, but that's my pick.
No, I like that pick. That's a good pick. Ryan, who do you got?
I'm gonna take Jahmyr Gibbs. Seems like a lock. I mean, he scored 3 touchdowns last week. I know the Giants defense is not the Packers defense, but he's the it factor. He's the best. I think he's the best running back in football right now.
He's
you
so
can make
good.
the argument.
I think him and JT are 1A, 1B.
Yeah, I agree. Same game. Pasha's going with Amon-Ra. Honestly, just personally, I think it's going to be a Monty week. I think he's been out of the offense for like 3 weeks now, and I don't know. I saw a couple TikToks, and he tweeted something as well, and I just think that they're going to make it a point to at least get him a touchdown. So maybe I'll take him anytime, not first, but I think I'm going to take him anytime on Thursday.
He's got a little diva in him.
Yeah.
See, but as a Lions coach, I mean, can you justify giving him a lot of the? I mean, he's good. Like, don't get me wrong, he's good. He's probably a above average RB2, like well above average. But with what Gibbs is doing, like, I feel like it's hard to just not give that guy the ball.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I don't think they should give him a lot of work, but I think they're going to get down to the 2-yard line and they're just going to sub him in and let him run in a touchdown. So at least he puts something on the stat sheet and feels good about himself.
Helps out people's fantasy teams.
Yeah, I don't know if people are starting him now after the last couple of weeks he's had, but my first touchdown is Jamar Chase. I think that Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase coming off suspension, Joe Burrow coming back, I think they're going to make it a point to come out hot, and I think Burrow is just going to throw bombs to him. So I like him as my first touchdown.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that as well.
So, yeah, we have Rashee Rice, Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra, Jamar Chase. Pash is currently winning the race as he picked James Cook correct last week. Main goal of this game is don't take last, so hopefully someone else gets one right besides Pash.
What happens if we have a 3-way tie?
We'll have to figure that out.
Pash is eating for free.
Eating and drinking.
Should I do the signs?
Yeah, we can do the signs.
Yeah, why not?
Courtesy of Nate.
Yep, Nate, my roommate, he does the signs. He is spectacular at them.
You have the record. It's a winning record.
It's like 4-1.
4-1. Okay.
He's insane with them. So I give him a word, and then he creates some sort of something with it. So I gave the word this week was surf, and these are only for the Thursday night or the Thursday and Friday games. So I gave him surf for Surfside, and then he went from surf to surfs up, and then he went from surfs up to Chicken Joe, and then he said, "Where's Chicken Joe from?" Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Sheboygan North Raiders? No. Sheboygan South Red Wings? Yes. And then who else has the Red Wings? Detroit. Who has played for Detroit and the Raiders? Tyrell Williams. You think it's Tyrell Williams, but no. Who's a Williams that plays for Detroit? Jamison Williams. Anytime touchdown. Those were the signs this week.
I like the pick.
I like it too.
After a whopping 0 fantasy points last week, I think he's due to catch at least 1 touchdown. And Dan Campbell liked to put him in the offense, so I like that pick. Maybe I'll parlay him, Montgomery, and Odunze. Because I like Odunze on Friday for any time. Eagles got quite a few people that are injured. I don't know if Blankenship's going to play. I think they lost another guy to – I don't know if Quinyon Mitchell got hurt or if it was that Makuta guy.
Guess who started Reed Blankenship this week in IDP?
You did? I thought you have Cooper DeJean and Reed?
And Reed Blankenship, yeah.
You're crazy.
Philly
DeJean had a good game. Exciting lights.
Did anyone pick anything from that Bears-Eagles game? Did we go over that one at all?
Oh, I did start Reed Blankenship.
I talked about Odunze anytime. I like that.
Just Odunze? Who do you like to cover that one?
What was it? What was the line?
I think it's 7. I think Philly's 7.
7, yeah, 7. I think... Okay, I did take the Bears last week.
I like Philly to cover.
I like Philly to cover, too.
Yeah. Same page.
The Bears...
My gut reaction is Philly to cover. I would obviously I'd go 6.5, not 7. But
right, that's what I would do, too. I don't think the Bears have played anybody decent, like an Eagles caliber.
Yeah, that Eagles defense is just obviously very good.
Yeah.
And just to note, the Bears are down to like their 4th and 5th string linebacker right now. We're missing Tremaine Edmonds, TJ Edwards, and a couple other guys. They're down to the nitty-gritty down there. So, and they had a rookie come in. He got hurt after like 13 snaps. So They don't have much left to play linebacker against Saquon. So if there's a game that Saquon's going to have another breakout week, I think this is probably the week. But, yeah, Eagles to cover. I think we like that one. Over under 44.5. I'm probably just staying away. I don't know if the Bears are really going to put up points. It's kind of a gross line.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Who knows weather-wise, too, in Philly? It's in Philly, right?
Yeah.
It is, yep. Let's dive right in. Should we do like a question of the day or something, or do you want to dive right into college basketball?
You pick it.
Let's do something fun. Let's mix it up a little bit. Throw something in the middle here.
Okay.
Question of the day. This is the question that I come up with every week. Kind of just throw something in there, see what we're thinking. This one is courtesy of Maddie. She cut my hair today, and she's a listener of the pod, so I figured I'd ask her input on what I should ask today. So,
shout out Maddie.
That being said, yes, shout out Maddie's right. Any of your haircut needs, hit her up. Would you rather get one haircut a year or rock a buzz cut for the rest of your life?
I haven't really thought about this one. I did think about it in the car today. I was leaning towards the one haircut a year because you could just get a buzz cut and then just let it grow out.
Yeah, but that in-between stage is going to be so ugly.
I have a question.
Wear a hat.
Question.
What?
Can you plan out? Well, I guess, dumb question. Scratch that. Give me the buzz cut. Give me the buzz cut.
January 2nd.
Give me the buzz cut. January 2nd. Give me the buzz cut all year round.
Yeah, I think I'm to the age now where I could just wear a hat. I mean, I wear a hat every day at work now, so like I would just rip a buzz cut. I feel like by month 9 of getting one haircut, I would be miserable. So I think I'd just buzz it.
That's fair. I'm now thinking about it. I probably would go buzz cut too, because then you have there's events during the year, like you have a wedding and you just have this raggedy ass hair. Like what do you do during that?
I would look ridiculous.
Yeah.
You could also pull off some sick Halloween costumes.
That's true. You could do
just
the air
Slim Shady every year.
I like where your mind's at right now.
Matt, the real Slim Shady.
Him and my dad share the same birthday.
Your dad looks like him too.
Dude, ever since I was 6 years old, hopping in the '97 Honda Civic.
Oh.
It'd just be some Eminem blasting. So born and raised.
Was it you I don't know if it was Vogel or you and I. We just watched the rap battle from 8 Mile, and I think I still know every word to it.
Oh, dude. No lie. I know. I mean, we might touch on this later. I saw it in the spreadsheet, kind of that the cola debate on whether or not I can test the colas. Other one here, I am so confident. I know probably 90% of the words of like 90% of the Eminem songs
Yeah, you
out
do
there.
know a lot of them. Like there's times when I've been listening to Eminem with you before, and I don't even know what the song is, and you know every word. It's pretty
Oh,
impressive.
yeah.
Yeah, you could do every single word of Rap God, can't you?
It's probably. I mean, I might be a little rusty now, but back in the day, yes.
I'm pretty sure I downloaded the rap battle on my iPod, and I would just listen to it. That's iconic. But all right, let's dive back into some business here. College basketball. I really don't have much to give to this one except the Green Bay Phoenix are dogs, and they came out with 2 wins.
Shout out them. They were one leg in my parlay yesterday that missed by one.
Who'd they beat? Iona and
I don't know who. I know they beat
St.
Iona.
John's?
No,
No.
not St. John's.
Iona and
I don't know who they beat. I feel
bad
like
fan. Let me look.
Yeah, I have one thing to say about college basketball, and it's my only thought of the day.
UMass.
What a piss poor performance from the Badgers against BYU. Ryan
I-
put up that -4.5 bet, and I've never seen more of a lock in my life.
Yeah, it was. I knew that was going to happen. BYU is several tiers above the Badgers.
Yeah, the Badgers got whooped.
It was the elevation. The elevation got them.
Elevation change.
Yeah, couldn't shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Are the Phoenix a tournament team?
No, God, no.
Come on.
No.
Ask the
We
viewers.
just beat Iona. Iona's been in the tournament.
I will say they probably have more wins this year already than they did last year.
Yeah, probably.
It's probably close if they aren't already.
Still won't give any credit to Gottlieb, but good team.
He's got some dogs on that team.
Preston Rudiger's a dog.
Yeah. Do want to touch on a few games. UConn,
Sure.
Illinois. I watched the Illinois game last night, and they played University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Yeah, Rio Grande Valley. And it was somewhat of a close game. So I think UConn is just going to beat the hell out of Illinois. UConn is a great team. I don't think Illinois can play with them. Illinois has like 80% of their guys have the last 2 letters of the last name are IC. They're all from Europe. But
Hey,
I
Europe
think
Hoopers are
What,
taking
Europe
over
don't
these
got some
days.
dogs or what?
Dude, they're taking over these days. Look at the NBA.
I know. I mean, but I just
Luka
found
ain't good?
I didn't say Luka was bad.
No, I know.
I don't know, just a lot of Europeans. Not that I hate Europeans or anything, but I think UConn just plays a different brand of basketball. UNC Michigan State, that's another big one. I really have no pick in this one. I'm a Big Ten glazer, so I'm just going to take Michigan State. Colin Carr is spectacular.
The money line?
I don't know. I got to see the line. Lines aren't out yet, or I haven't seen any. And this Players Era tournament that is going on right now, it feels like March. They have like 8. It feels like there's 8 games going on at once in Vegas, but there's really only 2. But it just feels like March. There's a lot of good quality teams playing. Houston didn't cover on my parlay that I had, which really sucked because that was a big one. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I guess at the beginning or middle of next week, Big Ten play starts up. I saw that Wisconsin is playing Northwestern, so Big Ten play is always a favorite thing of mine, so I will be keeping an eye on that. Betting my Badgers.
The doc here says you love Michigan State. Is that true? Like through Big Ten play, or you just like them this week?
I like them against any other conference. I will ride with my Big Ten teams.
Respect.
I think that should wrap up college basketball. I don't know if we have a whole lot more. I think we kind of Ryan got his ass kicked a little bit last week on college basketball, so he toned it down a notch maybe this week. But we'll be back. Green Bay's back, so we'll be back.
There's college basketball on every day, so I'm gonna definitely make a 4-leg parlay every single day. Why wouldn't
Yeah,
I?
just keep firing.
Yeah. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Right, exactly. Let's dive into college football on Actually, it's all weekend, but a little bit of college football. In the notes here, any rivals going to upset and take someone out of the playoff? What do we have this week that could dive into that a little bit? Let me pull it up. Anyone have anything that off the top of their head that want to talk about?
For rival games, I mean, if Georgia Tech can somehow beat Georgia, they make a pretty good resume for the playoff.
That one is in my talks later. I think Georgia Tech gets dog walked.
I think they will get dog walked as well.
Where do you guys stand on the Ohio State Michigan?
I
feel
think
like it's a no-brainer personally, but obviously
I do too.
the history is there that makes it a little fun. But I feel like
Personally,
Ohio
I
State.
think Ohio State's
I think Ohio State's
I
gonna
think
walk
so
through.
as well. I mean,
Michigan at home is nice for them. 10-point home dogs. I might look at Michigan to cover, but if someone told me they're taking Ohio State minus 9.5, I'd probably ride that. I don't know.
I think Ohio State is finally has to win one. I mean, this is like their national championship every year. They won the national championship last year, and they were pissed that they still lost to Michigan. I mean, I think they're the best team in the country. You got to win that one, even though it
I
is in
agree.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Another game I have written down is A&M at Texas. I don't think Texas is that good, and they're 2-point underdogs. I think I'm taking A&M all day.
Yeah, I like that too. I think Texas is pretty fraudulent. I think they're overseeded at the 16. I don't know. I think A&M's going to roll them. I think they win by at least a touchdown. I like the 2 line as well.
And then the last game the last game I have written down is Vandy, Tennessee. That one might be pretty interesting if Vandy could somehow pull that one off.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're ranked higher. They're a good ball team.
3-point spread on that one.
Tennessee at home is going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, in Knoxville. I think if I were to pick that game, I think I would tease Tennessee up to or down to 2.5.
Yeah,
and take
that's probably
Tennessee
what I would do as well. Okay, I'll dive into the bet that we hit last week, the early morning unders. This one was a little more difficult because they're all spread out this week, but I was able to pick some. I started off by looking at. Let me look here.
There's a lot of games on Thursday, right?
There's a lot of games.
Or is it Friday?
It was Friday. There's a lot. There's only one on Thursday. Navy at Memphis. But just looking at the Friday games, I was looking at some of these games in Utah, Kansas. I was going to throw in there at 60, but Utah consistently puts up like 50, 55 points a game, and I don't think they're afraid to run it up on anyone in Kansas.
Especially
they're a
this week.
5-win team, but I think – what do you have this week?
Especially with Utah being the second team out of the playoff, I think they have to do everything they can to make a
It's going to be a statement game.
Yeah, make a statement.
Next one I was looking at was Georgia and Georgia Tech. They're 59.5. I was going to take the under in that game, but Georgia Tech has given up some pretty weird numbers. So, like, lately, they gave up. I was looking at it earlier, but, I mean, they're not afraid to give up some points. I don't think their defense is that good. And with a team like Georgia coming to town, I think they're going to put a crooked number up on them. But I also think Georgia Tech's offense is good enough to put up a fight. So I think that game will probably go over 59.5. Temple in North Texas was another one. I saw the line at 65.5, and I was like, there's no way they put up that many points. And then I looked at what North Texas has been doing this year, and they blow everybody out by 50.
Yeah, North Texas.
They're not afraid to hang 63 on anybody.
North Texas is kind of a team that is on borderline, like the Group of 5 school that could make it into the playoff. I know.
Mean Green.
Tulane is the Group of 5 team in at the moment. They're 9-2.
Yeah. So those were just some ones that I was looking at. But what I came up with, the 3 picks that I have, is Mississippi and Mississippi State under 65. I teased that one up. I think Mississippi State's a decent ball club, and I don't know. I think there's going to be more defense in this game than people are expecting. And I don't know. I think 65 is pretty high. I think they definitely stay under that. Next one was Eastern Carolina at Florida Atlantic under 67.5. I didn't really dig too much into these teams, but I just saw 67.5, and I said that's a lot of points. So I'll go with that one. And then the last one was Houston and Baylor, 61.5 under. Houston, I mean, it was a tough game to pick, but I think overall, let me look here. I had it pulled up. Just give me 1 second.
Baylor almost blew the under for us last week.
Right. I don't know. Houston 8-3, definitely the better team, but Baylor is favored at home. They're 5-6. I just don't see either of these teams really hanging 30 on one another. I could be completely wrong, but I don't know. I think it's going to be a closer game, and I don't think they reach 60. So those are my picks for the early morning under. Again, it's Baylor, Houston under, Eastern Carolina, Florida Atlantic, and what was the last one? Mississippi State. So, what else we got on here? Just another thing I threw in there. I haven't been able to take Reckham Tech really in any game because they're favored by 25, but I figured this week I'd take them 23.5. So
Who are they playing?
I'll be betting that one as well. West Virginia at West Virginia.
Oh, yeah, they might score 50.
So, I don't know. I just have been staying away from their spread all the time because they're favored by so much. But one of these weeks I got to bet on them because they seem to cover quite often. And they're a good ball club. So.
And you got the hat.
Yep. Reckham Tech, baby. So, with that being said, let's move into some NFL, kind of our bread and butter, what we make our money on. Sunday. Should we just talk about some of the games first, and then we'll get into our picks?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see. I'll pull up the slate here.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll just kind of work my way down. We kind of picked on the Thursday ones and the Friday game a little bit already. So let's jump right into Sunday.
Got an interesting one to start. Houston,
Texans and Colts.
Indy. Yeah.
I don't know what you guys think of that one, but I know I have an opinion on it.
Yeah, gut reactions. Indy at home. Despite
that's your gut reaction? I don't know if that's my gut reaction.
That's mine. I mean, they played the Chiefs very tight, obviously, in Kansas City. Now they come back home. I mean, Houston's good, obviously. The 4.5 spread, I don't know if I like. That number is just a weird number. I don't like that.
Yeah, I agree.
If I had to just pick an outright winner, I think Indy. I think Indy wins it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I think it's a get-right game for the Colts. They kind of lost when they're through and away against the Chiefs that they probably should have won. I think they're going to want to come out and kind of make a statement. I mean, they kind of have to. If they lose this game, the narrative is going to be, oh, the Colts were frauds all along. They had a cupcake schedule or whatever. They never really beat anybody good. I think it's going to be tough. I think Jonathan Taylor has to have somewhat of a decent game, but that Texans defense is clearly something to talk about. So, I don't know. It really all depends who shows up. If the Texans get Stroud back, I don't know if he's playing or not, but Davis Mills didn't really impress me on Thursday, but showed that he could get it done at least when he had to. But I think the defense is going to be good. The Colts just played a good defense in Kansas City. Struggled a little bit to move the ball. Daniel Jones kind of showed kind of more of who he really was, and when they didn't have the running game working, I mean, they lacked in the passing offense as well. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think if I had to pick one, I'd probably take Texans to cover 4.5, but I don't think I would take them to win necessarily. I think it could be a field goal game.
I agree.
Ryan, you have anything to say, or should we move on to the next one?
What do you guys think about the under in this game?
44.5, I just think is kind of a gross line. Like I said earlier, it's just a weird number. But so what's the implied?
I mean, with the Texans
team totals
defense,
aren't out, but
with the Texans defense being very good, I think they have a decent shot, a better shot than other teams would have stopping Jonathan Taylor. I mean, the Chiefs defense is pretty good. They shut down JT for the most part. I just don't think the Colts have anything else in their offense to really.
I mean,
get anything
personally,
going.
I could see it being a 24-21 game and it hitting the over. That's kind of like if I had to pick, I'd just pick over 44.5 and just think it's going to be 21-24, win by a field goal kind of thing.
Yeah.
But next game, Cardinals-Bucks. Baker's hurt. I don't know if we really want to talk about it too much. It's kind of gross. I don't think I'll be picking this game necessarily, but Teddy Two Gloves versus Brissett. I don't know. If I had to pick a winner, I think I'd take. Oh, that's gross, actually.
I don't even want to talk about this game.
If I had to pick a winner, I think I'm taking the Cardinals, honestly. If Teddy Two Gloves is playing.
I kind of agree, but I
think they
really,
get Maserati Marv back this week, so
I just pray that this game doesn't make it onto my screen on Sunday. Like I have no interest.
Gross. But
Give me the Cardinals.
We don't have many games to watch, so
yeah, that's
I like
true.
the Cardinals as well. I'll probably take Cardinals money line. Next game, Jags at Titans. Jags -6.5. I think I like the Jags to cover in that one. I don't think there's a whole lot to talk about.
I
Titans
agree.
1-10, but showed something last week.
Probably
played
Cam
tough.
Ward's best game of the season.
Probably. Shimray DK played good. Dude, he's an
Yeah.
elite returner. He's
Yeah,
crazy
he has.
back
What does
there.
he have? 3 returns this year?
Yeah.
Something
He's.
like that.
I think he's going to set the record for all-purpose yards or something like that. He's on pace for it.
But he's incredible returning the ball.
Yeah, shout out Wisconsin. He's a Wisconsin boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the Jags to cover. Next game, Rams at Panthers. Wow, these are some ugly games. I don't
The,
really
all
want to watch
the
this one either.
I feel like all these games. I don't think there's a single over that goes over that's over like 45 points.
Yeah.
or 46 points.
Buffalo and Pittsburgh, 47.5.
Oh.
Rams, Panthers. Obviously, 10.5 is just a gross number. Rams to win. I'd take Rams to cover 9.5. I think Bryce Young's going to have his work cut out for him against that Rams defense.
Yeah, dude.
And
This is a
Stafford's
brutal
rolling.
Sunday slate. Brutal
Yeah,
Sunday
it is.
slate.
We'll
I mean,
just
it's
keep
Thanksgiving
rolling
weekend.
through 'em.
You gotta put your best stuff out for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we'll just keep
which is
rolling
fair.
through them a little bit then. Saints at Dolphins, also gross.
Stinker.
Give me Miami.
Saints +6 on the road. Miami 6-point home favorites. I would take Miami to cover 6 if I had to choose.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
the
me
same
too. Yeah.
We'll just keep rolling. Falcons at Jets, gross again.
Disgusting.
They're so bad.
Disgusting.
Tyrod's coming, or he's starting. Brees has been okay. John Mechie might actually be something. I mean, who knows? They don't really have a lot going on there, I guess.
A.D. Mitchell
Jets-
looked pretty good the other night,
Jets
too.
defense isn't the worst.
Somehow.
Yeah, they after getting rid of all those guys, they still find a way to somewhat be decent. But I like the Falcons to cover 2.5 in this one quite a bit.
I agree. Yeah, give me
Yep.
Atlanta minus 2.5. I think they're still trying to win games. Whereas I
Yeah.
don't know if New York I mean, if you're a New York fan, you don't want them to win. Get your draft picks, go get some change. But I like Atlanta here.
Moving on, Niners at Browns. Did someone say in the group chat earlier that they were picking the Browns?
Earlier today, I swore I saw Browns +7. Now it looks
Right
like
now
it's
it's
+5. At that line, I feel like I have to go San Fran, but yeah, that's tough.
I don't know. Purdy didn't really impress me against the Panthers,
No.
but I don't know. I think it was kind of fluky too. I mean, he threw 3 picks, but I don't think he's going to come out and play that way again necessarily. Obviously, the Browns' defense is really good. He's going to have his work cut out for him with Myles Garrett, but Shadur starting.
One thing I've seen is that this is going to be a weather game.
But
Is it
gonna be a weather game?
With snow?
I've heard. I think the forecast for Sunday in Cleveland does not look ideal.
the snow should be passed by then, I think. It's supposed to hit us tomorrow. So.
Over under of 38 in that game, and I think that's why.
Could be. I don't know. If I had to pick, I'm taking the Niners -5.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey through the snow.
Yeah, that dude's insane. 31 touches last night.
Yeah, so
He's
good.
a legend.
Feed the boy the rock.
Yep. A 3:00 slate. Let's dive in. Vikings 4-7, not 9. Traveling to Seattle 8-3. Seattle 10.5-point home favorites -600 money line.
I knew this was coming.
Is this last week's?
This is this past week. I guess I can maybe unmute
The
this
missing
here. I mean,
quarterback,
come on.
JJ, one final
There's
5
more.
of the game for one.
This has to be a Vikings fan. Right?
Dude, yeah. There's no way I can confidently put any type of money behind that Vikings offense right now. That quarterback play, I don't know what it is. I mean, for one, I don't think J.J. McCarthy's ever been some highly talented guy to begin with. But, I mean, dude, he is playing worse than any quarterback in the league right now. It is terrible.
It's been very ugly for him, I will say. Yeah, what an odd time for him to come up in concussion protocol.
Yeah.
That being said, they do have quarterback Max Brosmer set to start this week.
That is
Who
the
knows
first
what
time
that's
I've-
gonna bring.
That is the first time I ever heard that name. I don't know
Yeah.
who that guy is.
I think he went to
Like,
Minnesota.
who the hell is that?
I think he's from Minnesota. I know he was an unrestricted free agent signing. Yeah, played for the Golden Gophers. So
Good
he's a homeboy.
grief.
I mean, to be
Hey.
fair, if he comes in and he can just somehow find a way to get the ball to Justin Jefferson, you could argue that it might be an upgrade. So
To
Yeah.
anybody.
either way, Yeah, either way, I think I like Seattle to cover 9.5. 10.5 is a gross number, but I would take Seattle minus 9.5 at home. Sam Darnold played well last week. JSN's insane.
Yeah, so
Emmanuel
good.
Wilson just ran all over the Vikings. I think Kenneth Walker and Charb are going to have a decent day as well. I don't know. I think the Seahawks roll minus 9.5.
It's a lot of points, but I agree. I mean, I don't know what the Vikings are going to do in terms of their offensive game plan, but if they want any type of success, it has to be just repeated 5-yard throws to Justin Jefferson and let him try and get loose. Because
Yeah, him and Jordan
J.J.
Addison got to
McCarthy,
get to work.
he can't throw it downfield. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah,
Well,
don't be afraid to get Jalen Naylor involved too. He's on my web team.
I
There you
don't
go.
get I mean, for J.J. McCarthy coming out of college, he had a great running game. I don't get what the Vikings were thinking about. Like, he never passed the ball down the field for Michigan. Like, why would you even, think about that? Like, J.J. McCarthy, first-round pick.
just that championship run, I feel like if you're the quarterback in that championship run, you just automatically get boosted up there a little bit, no matter what.
Yeah, his draft
But-
stock was boosted from it for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
he proved he's a winner. He can win when he needs to. Not in the NFL yet, but college
Yeah.
at least. All right, next game. Probably the best one. Probably the best one on the Sunday slate. Not hot. You can't even really say that if Mason Rudolph plays. Bills 7-4 headed to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers 6-5. Steelers are 3.5-point home underdogs. Bills coming off an ugly loss to the Texans. Steelers coming off a near loss to the Bears. What are we like in this one?
This is a tough one for me, honestly, because if Rodgers is playing, I still think Pittsburgh is a solid team. Rodgers is still slinging it, whether the stats really show that or not. If Rodgers is playing, I like Pittsburgh to cover, and if he's not playing, who knows what the spread's going to change to. But I won't put any money on Pittsburgh if he's not out there.
I honestly don't think Rodgers is going to play. He's got a broken wrist. How do you get under center with a broken wrist?
Good question, but I don't know. It sounded like even last week leading up to it. I mean, maybe he was never going to play to begin with, which could be very true. But it sounds like Rodgers, from what I've seen, is very confident he can protect himself. Whether that's just getting the ball out quick, but I mean, you get hit once. I don't know. It sounded like the decision came from Tomlin, and he's the one who ultimately decided to not have him play. I don't know the full truth to that, but I don't know. I don't know how you play with a broken wrist.
To be honest, I think after the Bills game last week, I think they just come out on firing all cylinders. I think they're just nonstop. They're just running out to score. I think the Bills are going to cover their 3.5.
-2.5. I'll take them 3.5 as well. I think they win by a touchdown. I think it's a statement game for them. I think they got to show that they're really not that bad. Need a win. 7-5 looks ugly.
I think
Yeah.
both teams need to win. That's why if Rodgers is playing, I just like the fact that I trust him to manage the game a little more, especially nowadays. He can't. I mean, his arm's still there, but he's not making the crazy comebacks. I think that's out of the question with this
Yeah.
Pittsburgh team. I don't know. It should be a good game at least.
Ryan, it just said that it had to stop my recording and start a new one. Is that going to be a problem?
No, it shouldn't be. I don't think so.
Okay. We're going to have some editing work to do on this one.
Yeah, that's all right.
Next game, the 2-9 Raiders going to the 7-4 Chargers. Chargers are 9.5-point home favorites. Over under of 41. Another kind of gross game projected. Me personally, I think I like the Chargers to cover 9.5. Their offense hasn't been playing that well lately. No Joe Alt. I think Max Crosby is going to be an issue in this game for sure. I know there was some turmoil on the bench last game between them, but I think he's going to come out and make a statement. But I still think the Chargers are going to be able to move the ball through the air. Really just haven't seen much from the Raiders that tell me that they're going to cover 9.5. Geno's been playing pretty bad lately. So, I don't know. I like Chargers minus 9.5.
I really
Same.
don't even want to look at this game, but yeah, I'll do that too.
Yeah, Geno's been terrible. I don't know if there's anything that could get me to put money backing Geno Smith to play any type of good football.
Organized football.
Yeah, honestly. So if I don't think I'm going to touch this game, but if I had to, I would take the Chargers to cover that.
Don't even want to touch it with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, I put money on some crazy shit. So
That's not one of them. Broncos 9-2, traveling to DC to take on the Commanders 3-8. Commanders are +6.5, home underdogs. I like the Broncos to roll in this one, -6.5. I think Bo Nix has been starting to play a little better. They're coming off the bye. They should be ready to go. Beat the Chiefs. Didn't move the ball a whole lot during that game, but Chiefs defense turns out to be pretty good. I think the Commanders defense is old and slow. I think they're going to have a tough time keeping up with R.J. Harvey out of the backfield, and then I think Troy Franklin's going to have a good game. There was talks that Jaden Daniels might come back. I think he's throwing already, but I don't know. If I had to guess, he's not going to make it back this week to play. So I think we're going to see Mariota. And, yeah, I don't know. I think 6.5 seems like a generous line for the Broncos if you ask me. I like them to cover that all day.
I agree.
I agree as well.
It might seem a little boring this week, like the Sunday slate. Like just looking at it, it's like I don't see like all these big favorites. Like I totally see them covering like all these spreads. Like if I had to pick one, like I'm riding with all of them.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree. I don't really. There's not a team. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's going to be a team that's not favored that's going to win. Like, I mean, we picked the Cardinals. I picked the Texans to cover. But if I had to like throw one out there, I could maybe see the Saints putting up a run on the Dolphins, maybe covering 6, 7. Like, I don't know. Someone mentioned the Browns earlier. I could see the Browns keeping it close, covering 5. Vikings, I can't really see. He made it.
Pash.
We're battling a little food coma, alcohol coma right now, but we'll manage.
Let's skip to the Huzz report. How's it going there in Florida?
How's the Huzz report in Florida?
How's it going hanging out with my grandparents and uncles and aunts? Quite the Huzz report.
How was the Mediterranean dinner?
Greek. It was good, though. It was good.
What'd you eat?
I had some steak skewers and then shared like a lamb shank with orzo with my uncle, too. My parents got this meat platter that I was kind of munching on, too. Probably had a good like 2,500 calories.
That's good. That's good. You're on vacation.
Yeah, calories don't count in Florida. But
how's the weather?
75 right now at 9:30 at night.
A polo shirt, forgot.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
Real men wear salmon.
Pash, while you're joining us right now, what do you think of the Broncos at Commanders? Broncos -6.5.
That's a tough one. Broncos are the better team, clearly, but their offense still sketches me out. I think the Commanders can cover that. That's a tough one. I either like I like teasing it either way. I either like Commanders 7.5 or Broncos down to like 4.5.
Interesting. Okay. Are you sticking with us or are you just popping in?
No, I'll stick with you till the end. Did you guys do my FMK yet?
Not yet. Just in time. We're getting there. We're just about to do the locks Sunday parlay, so we can jump right into that. I don't know. We didn't really talk about Monday yet. Giants at Patriots. I really don't need to talk about it too much personally. I think the Patriots are going to win. Yeah. 7.5 is a gross number to cover, but I mean,
Jackson
Dart should be back.
Dart's cleared. Starting him in fantasy, so he better be clear.
Where's it at? Where's it be playing?
In New England.
In New England.
I tease Patriots for me 6.5. I like them to cover it.
Yep, me too.
Yep, I'm on board with that. Although Jameis was kind of dealing for a little bit last game too.
They should just roll with him,
dude. Jameis is he's so cool. Like,
yeah, he is.
He's just the coolest. He's the coolest.
That touchdown catch he had was crazy.
He's just so fun. He looked like a tight end. Like, honestly, I saw him catch that and run after the catch, and I was like, this dude's built like a tight end.
Dude, the Giants, I think the Giants have the coolest quarterback room in the NFL.
Minus Russell Wilson. Sure.
Yeah, I mean...
Russ is a weird guy.
I mean, they got the funny guy in Jameis, they got the aura guy in Dart, and they have the locker room glue guy, if you want to call it that, in Russ, because he's not really good for much else.
I'm going to be honest, I was talking to a couple other guys the other day. I think if Russell Wilson stopped playing football after the first Broncos season, he might have still been a Hall of Famer. But now I see no chance of him getting into the Hall.
Yeah, he might be the first guy, one of the first guys to play himself out of the Hall of Fame.
For sure. Agreed. And Stafford is playing himself easily into the Hall.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Same with Devontae.
Let's dive into the Locks Sunday parlay. We hit this one last week, so let's keep it rolling, gents. Let's make some good picks here. Start us off, Matt. You had Browns +7. I don't know if you want to
Yeah.
change that now that the line's moved to 5. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at it, but I'll let you think about it. Pash, you have Dolphins -5.5. You want to expand on that?
Coming off the bye at home, I think the Saints are still shit and Kamara's out, so I think the Dolphins, if the offense is clicking, I think they can win by a couple touchdowns in that game, honestly. I think they're just as good as the
Yeah.
Falcons, who just beat them by 14.
Yeah, I like that pick a lot. Let's look. Ryan, you have Colts Texans under 46.5.
I changed that to Jags -6.
Jags -6.
6.5.
Jags -6.5 going to Tennessee. I think we talked about that one a little bit earlier as well. I think we all kind of agreed that we like that line. Tennessee hasn't shown a whole lot as of late.
Right.
Cam Ward probably had his best game last week, but
It was all
I mean,
garbage
the Jags
time
are 7-4. Right? Yeah. I don't know. I think I like 6.5 with the Jags as well, personally. So good pick.
I do too. I think the game. I think it was like 30-6 at one point in that game. Seahawks were
Yeah.
up. It was all just garbage time stuff out of Tennessee anyway. So I like that pick.
Matt, do you have one, or should I do mine?
Yeah, I think I got my switch. I mean, it's not the fun pick, but give me. I don't think either of you said it. I was a little zoned out looking at the lines, but give me the Rams -10.5. Maybe tease down to 9.5. I don't hate. I mean, I think I like it either way against Carolina.
Yeah, I think I like 9.5. 10.5 just scares me. If you like a 10-point win is safe, and they might be
Yeah.
comfortable about winning by 10, so I would probably tease it to 9.5 myself. But
That Rams team is just rolling, and Carolina had every chance to be in that game last night, and they just couldn't capitalize. I don't think the Rams are going to give them those opportunities. So I think Stafford's going to keep control of the ball. Like, he's not going to turn it over, and I think the Rams are going to roll right through them.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Purdy threw 3 picks. Stafford has 2 picks on the season. I just don't envision any way Stafford's throwing maybe 1 interception, but they're not going to give them many chances. And the defense, I think, for the Rams has been unreal lately too.
So we have Jags -6.5, Rams -9.5, Dolphins -6,
5.5, I think. But yeah,
Dolphins 5.5. Okay, and
Yeah.
my pick is going to be the Broncos going to DC -6.5. I think Broncos defense is good. They're stingy. I think their offense is coming around. They're coming off the bye week. Mariota hasn't really shown me a whole lot. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Broncos defense holds them to a pretty low number, and I think Bonix, Troy Franklin figure it out. And I think, like I said earlier, I think RJ Harvey is going to be a little too quick for some of those older linebackers for Washington to keep up with. So that's what I like. Got Jaguars -6.5, Rams -9.5, Dolphins -5.5, and Broncos -6.5. I'll probably tease them down to 6 just to be careful, but
Let's go 2 for 2, huh?
yeah, might as well. We hit last week, so
Started
let's
out
keep
hot.
it rolling. All right, let's roll right into the. Do you want to do fuck, marry, kill, or do you want to roll into the locks anytime parlay for Sunday?
we can do the fuck, marry, kill quick. It was kind of a 2-parter. For Thanksgiving week, I was kind of going over it with the group I was at dinner with too. So your first plate when you're walking up at Thanksgiving, what are the first 3 items you're putting on your plate for Thanksgiving meal?
Turkey, mac and cheese, stuffing. Those are the first 3 things.
Okay, but are we talking like first 3 as in like must have on the plate, or like what is technically there's typically an order? Like is it going to be a bun and then you go to your potatoes and then you go to your meat, or are we just saying 3 staples that have to be on your plate?
I went more 3 staples. Like, I can give you mine right away. I said turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, and then I'm just smothering that plate in gravy on top of it too.
That's fair.
I forgot about mashed potatoes.
Mine would be turkey for sure. Just got to have turkey on there. I feel like it's a lot. It's Thanksgiving. You got to have it.
Mhm.
Cheesy potatoes. Cheesy potatoes are undefeated. They're the best. Especially if you put the cornflakes on top of them.
Yep.
Next level stuff.
That's a good one. That's usually not on my. I don't make the Thanksgiving meal, but that's just usually not. That's just usually not a thing at the ones I've gone to lately.
It's a pleasant surprise that you forget about every year until you get to Thanksgiving. You're like, dang, those are always so good.
Yeah.
But then for my third, I think I gotta go. mac and cheese is usually pretty good. I already have potatoes. I think you always got to have a dinner roll, but I think you can get that on your second time around. I think you
You
got to
took
go.
mine.
You got to go mac and cheese. Dinner roll is on the second round just to kind of cap everything off with some butter, but you got to throw some mac and cheese on there if there's some available.
Are you not a stuffing guy, Mike?
It depends. I like the box stuffing, but homemade
Oh.
stuffing and like dressings really isn't my thing totally.
Too many veggies.
It's just a little too much for me. I don't mind it.
Too
Just
many
not something that has to be on my plate.
They're breadcrumbs and celery.
Breadcrumbs. I think
It's
we
like
all have
some-
similar.
Matt, do you have your three?
Yes, I'm going turkey just like everybody else. I'm going mashed potatoes, salt, pepper, butter, load it up. I keep it simple with that. I don't really put a whole lot much more on it. And then I'm gonna sway a little different here, kind of what you were talking about, Mike. I'm going the dinner roll right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dinner roll it's always a solid option.
Loaded with butter.
Oh yeah,
I'm a-
for
Yeah.
sure.
I'm a little weird.
I
Like first couple plates, I don't mess with the dinner roll, but I feel like day
First couple?
after,
First couple plates.
it's an all day affair. You're in front of the TV watching football. You think I'm having one plate? I will say the dinner rolls come in clutch for me day 2 for the leftovers and just making like a million
Leftover dinner
sandwiches.
rolls.
Though, yeah,
Yeah, you get
Like-
the leftover dinner rolls with the leftover turkey and you just make sandwiches. Eat it for
Yeah.
like 3 days.
exactly.
That's a good point.
I do have a follow up to that though. Do you put corn on your mashed potatoes? Or do you have it on the side?
You gotta
I-
put it on.
I'm an on guy. You gotta mix that shit up.
Not a
It's
big
not
corn
really.
guy.
We don't really put it in with our mashed potatoes. It's kind of off to the side. I'll add it in, but
Yeah, you gotta.
It
you
doesn't
add it in.
come-
It's
No, you
not
just
in
take
there
that
already.
scoop of corn and you put it right on top of the mashed potatoes. That's the
Yeah.
best.
yep. I mean, it's basically just a KFC bowl when it comes down to it.
Yeah, the fake KFC famous bowl. Yeah.
No, I mean everything just meshes together on my plate at the end of the day. Just smother it with gravy for me. But yeah, thought that was a good question for Thanksgiving week. For fuck Mary Kill though, I was gonna say if you're hosting like a football party or a Super Bowl party, and you have like a top food option that you're providing for like you and your guests. Are you going wings, nachos, or pizza?
I don't know about
Kill
anyone else.
one,
I think it's kind
fuck
of easy.
one, marry one.
Yeah.
Yep.
If I'm
Um,
hosting, I mean the order. I don't know if it necessarily matters as much, but I think nachos are dead. So
I
think-
agree.
I feel like pizza and wings are
100%.
kind of like a 1A, 1B, and no
Mhm.
matter what order you take those in, I'm gonna agree with you. So
The
I think
first
I gotta
thing that
marry. I gotta marry the wings.
marry the wings.
Marry the wings and then fuck the pizza.
The
Yep.
first thing I thought about was if I'm having people over at my house, what can they sit on my couch and eat? I feel like if you try and sit down and eat nachos, it's messy, it's difficult. You can grab a slice of pizza, you can grab wings on a plate. And then for the fuck, marry, kill, I think I have to marry pizza because pizza at football outings is just always a staple. You can't go wrong. You get a supreme pizza, you get a pepperoni pizza. People are going to eat it no matter what. Wings, always good. I mean, depending on what sauces you get, barbecue, whatever you want to call it. They're always
Garlic
good. They're a little
parm.
messy for guests sometimes, but they're a staple. They're good no matter what.
Side note here, if you're ordering pizza, what's the go-to spot?
Around us or just in general?
I say we'll keep it in general.
Like fast food chain?
Yeah, sure. Like you want like a quick pickup or a delivery. What's the go-to?
Domino's, then Toppers.
Domino's toppers.
Little Caesars.
Little
Oh.
Caesars. I used to be big, but dude, they've fallen off. It's not the same anymore.
It's cheap though. It's cheap. It's so
It's
cheap.
cheap. It's cheap.
Domino's has good deals in the app. I ride with Domino's. They got good pizza, nice greasy pizza. Good
I don't know
stuff.
if you guys are familiar, but my sneaky underdog here, I'm taking Theo's out of Sheboygan. It is so fire, so cheap. If you never
I was-
had it, go get it.
I was gonna say, Matt, because you know it by me, but like if I'm going to one near me in Milwaukee, I'm probably picking up something from Fixture and bringing it.
Fixture is great. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you guys missed the mark though. You ever have a tombstone?
Good old Jax. Put in the oven for 15
Jack,
minutes and you're
I
good to
looked
go.
I looked at the store yesterday. Jacks are like $5.50 a piece. I remember you used to be able to get 10 of those things for
10 of
like
those for $10.
$10. Yeah, what a scam that is.
That's crazy.
That's because they were taking advantage of the COVID deals when everyone was just going to the grocery store and just loading up.
Okay, let's get back to business here so we can get this kind of wrapped up. Locks anytime touchdown parlay for Sunday. Matthew, who do you got?
I'm riding with Josh Allen in this one. I think Pittsburgh's defense is solid. TJ Watt off the edge, I think might get Josh Allen scrambling around a little bit. I think I like Josh Allen to find the end zone with his legs, obviously.
I like that. He had 3 a couple weeks ago. I don't know if he got one last week, but
I don't think
that.
so.
Should be decent odds on that. Pash, what do you got?
I like Devon Achane anytime TD. I'm kind of doubling down on the Dolphins, but he's been playing really solid. I like any time for him. I think he catches a lot of balls out of the backfield too. I could see a little screen pass for a 30-yard one, or I could see from the 1-yard line for him.
Yeah, I like that pick as well. It's a good one. Ryan?
I had Emeka Ibuka written down, but with no Baker, I'm going to scratch that. I think I'm going to go Devontae Adams because he's the 1-yard line merchant. He always gives
goblin.
those. Yeah.
The goal line goblin.
Yeah, so I'm gonna switch it to Devontae Adams.
Him and Stafford have that little fade to the back corner on lock. It's a cheat code.
And mine, I'm gonna go with Bijan at the Jets. I think he finds a way into the end zone. That Jets defense has been playing pretty good, surprisingly, but I still think that the Falcons are gonna try and make it a point to win the game, try and put up some points. So we still have Kirk. I don't know. I think they're going to run the ball a little bit. I think I like Bijan to break off the long one, find the end zone.
I like that too. I was kind of bringing up in our group chat too. I was asking about it. That division to me, apart from the Saints, could still be up in the air for the Falcons too if Baker doesn't get back in time. Yeah. Tampa Bay's slipping. I really am not sold on Carolina at 6-6. I could see them finishing 7-10 on the season maybe. So
yeah, I think if the Falcons rip off a couple of wins here, they might find themselves in a position where they could play themselves into a playoff spot. So
yeah, I could see a team schedule is. I could see a team winning that division at 9-8.
At the Jets, Seattle comes to town. That one might be dicey. At the Bucks, Baker will probably be back by then. I'd have to assume. I think he has an AC joint sprain. So we'll say win, loss to the Seahawks, maybe beat the Bucks, maybe not. We'll say they win it. So 2, probably beat the Cardinals. 3, lose to the Rams, beat the Saints. So 4 wins yet, puts them at
8
9 wins. I mean, they'll need some help for sure.
Yeah.
They got to win a tough game against the Bucks and take care of business when they have to, but I wouldn't count them out yet.
They're a sneaky team. I feel like they just invent ways to lose games every year, but they're capable of beating any team at the same time.
So that will be on the graphic that we'll have posted on socials. I don't know if we're going to drop them in here during the episode as well or not, but you should be able to see all of our picks. And then I think we're going to come out with graphics for all of our individual picks that we made throughout this podcast. And those will all be posted on socials or dropped into the podcast as well. I think that pretty much covers everything. We talked about our wins and losses from last week. Our Thursday day games, I should say, the turkey leg lay. We got Pash's pick in there.
Is Pash taking shots?
That's going to be a next week. That's going to be a next week problem. I'm not trying to avoid it. Currently staying at a family friend's house of my grandparents, though, so not trying to raid that liquor cabinet for shots right now.
We'll let it slide this time, but don't let it happen again.
Yeah.
Pash owes 2 on the next pod.
2.
But otherwise, we touched on college basketball a little bit, some college football picks, Sunday football. I think we got everything that we needed to. Is there any other business or any other games picks that you guys had in mind that you want to get off your chest?
Go ahead.
Last week I said Tez Johnson, anytime touchdown. That one hit. I totally forgot we didn't bring that up, but I bet that one, and it won me a little bit of cash.
Yeah, I think that was like his only – I think he might have had 2 receptions, and one was for a touchdown.
That was the Buccaneers' only touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, that game was just brutal.
Yeah,
No.
Pash threw out a nice pick in the group chat for Buccaneers to cover, and it never had a chance from kickoff.
Whoa.
We'll let that slide.
Matt threw out a pick. I just reiterated that I liked it a lot.
Yeah, all my winnings gone.
I had a lot of free play. Keep in mind, free play on Tampa to cover. They did not, but
I also used my free play on that, and it's a good thing it's free.
Yep.
But other than that, I think we're all good, right?
I think so.
Can you just reiterate what the first touchdown bets were for Thursday? I'm sure I can check too on our graphics.
Pash is currently winning the race. He picked James Cook last week, correct. Matt has Rashee Rice this week for the Chiefs. Ryan has Jahmyr Gibbs. Pash has Amon-Ra. So if one of those hits, the other one will obviously be a loser in that game. And I have Jamar Chase. So we'll keep that race going. We'll get a graphic going for that one as well. Other than that, I don't know if we wanted to talk about some golf major winners or if we want to save that for the next pod.
I think we can save that. We still got a little ways.
Sure.
I think I was just doing a little scrolling on TikTok the other day and saw like a highlight tape of Scotty Scheffler, so it just got me in the mood. I don't know. I think one of these podcasts coming up, we should do some predictions for who we think are going to win the majors this year. Is Scotty going to get more than one again? Are there any long shots that are going to win? So
yeah,
definitely might be something to look out for.
Yeah, definitely something we can visit in the upcoming pods. But with that being said, we'll wrap it up then. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks to you guys for joining the pod today, talking about it. Thanks for coming in when you could, Pash. Other than that, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I think we're posted on Spotify as well, Apple Podcasts.
And Apple Podcasts, yep.
Anywhere you find your podcast, you can find us. So anything you can do to help us out would be greatly appreciated. But with that being said, those are our picks for Week 13. And let's go win some money.
Happy Thanksgiving.